What's up, guys? So, I'm doing a different video today. A little bit different. And all my videos have been about real estate related because I'm a realtor, I get it. But you know what? This is my personal Facebook page. I love real estate and I will post things about real estate because that's my passion. But I also have passions about other things. And, you know, it's something that's been weighing heavy on me and I guess my heart for like the last 3 or 4 months, and it's been building. It's really been building. I mean, it's been building for a while, and I just felt I needed to do this video because it just helped me get off my chest. If that makes sense. So, and my video today is really, first of all, if you don't know me, I'm an avid sports fan. More so a football fan. And to even like dial it in even more, is I am a fanatical college football fan. I love the NFL. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Falcon fan. I'm from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta. So I'm a Falcon fan. But I'm really a die-hard college football fan, and I'm a die-hard fanatical Georgia Bulldogs fan, which is what makes this video kind of ironic to me, because who I'm about to talk to is probably, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, I'm an SEC fan, I'm not an Alabama fan. So, but I have to give this guy a shout out. You know, I have to give this guy some credit. And I really think this is a storyline that has not been put out or talked about, or just basically anything. I haven't heard it. If it's out there, I didn't hear it. I apologize for insulting any other, any other media or whatever who may have talked about this, but I haven't heard it. And I got to talk about Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts, yes. Jalen Hurts, former Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback. And I gotta say, this guy, man, I have to give all credit, respect to this man. I mean, and when I say man, I mean, I could say kid because I'm 45. He's, 22, 23 maybe, but I'm not. I'm going to say this man because as I go through and tell you why I'm even doing this video and why this guy I have much respect for him, I have to say this man. I can't even disrespect him as a 45-year-old guy that, who's a kid. No, I'm not saying kid. This guy is a grown man. Not just because he was a football player, not just because he, college jock. No, he's a man, and he proved his manhood not on the field, but what he did off the field. And let's go into this. So, Jalen Hurts, starting football player for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Came in the league as a freshman. Let me give you some stats. I took notes because I do not want to miss a thing for this guy because I think he's earned it, and it would be complete disrespectful. I'm gonna give you so I wrote notes. So he came in as a freshman. He went to the SEC championship game as a freshman. Beat the Florida Gators, which I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm a Georgia fan. Screw the Gators. We can say whatever. So, but let's talk about Jalen Hurts. He was the offensive player of the year as a freshman quarterback Offensive Player of the Year his freshman year. He was the SEC Freshman of the Year. That was his, you know, he got in the league and he did that day one as a freshman. God, look, you may not be a college football fan or a football fan or a sports fan. I have to tell you, that right there is completely on another level. That is unique. Doesn't happen. I mean, it just doesn't, okay? And he did it, freshman year. So you would think, like, freshman, you do all that, everything gonna be easy peasy, sky's the limit. World is your, where's your oyster? Is that what they say? Basically, the world, you have everything. All you gotta do is coast through, right? So his sophomore year, that's year 2. He led his team as the quarterback to a 13-1 season. If you are a sports fan, you understand. If you're not, let me explain that. A 13-1 is the epitome of you have reached every goal that your company or your job position has given you. Like every goal. Like you might have 14 goals, and maybe one you got a B in. But you got a 13 A's and 1 B, right? That was his year. And then 13-1, and they go to the championship game. And this is where I have to get a little annoyed. I have to be real. They played a championship game against my Georgia Bulldogs, right? And he had a game, you know. My Georgia Bulldogs they were on him. It was a rough game, and didn't go very well. And just didn't go very well for him. And you know, it happens, right? So he goes into halftime and he gets benched. He literally is now demoted. Now, here's where I have to stop for a second of his story, and because I really want to put it in the perspective of us normal folk, okay, normal people, right? Because we look at athletes and we say we want, you know, we say this and that and whatever, but to truly understand this, I had to go into a place of, okay, you are a CEO of your company, or you are a high level management of your company. You are a big deal. You are basically the leader of your company in whatever form or capacity. And you have done a stellar job, right? You have done everything they've asked you to do. You have exceeded what they asked you to do or expected you to do. You have done nothing wrong, right? Nothing wrong. We've all felt that. I mean, I know I have, where I've been in a place or position where nothing wrong, right? You're doing it. You are so on a trajectory of up. And that's great, and you're feeling good. Let me tell you what happened to this guy. He was on that same trajectory. He's moving up. He is going, right? And he had a bad day. And I can't even say he really had a bad day. He just came to a game that he met an opponent that was prepared for him and for the team and for whatever. And yes, it's my Georgia Bulldogs, so don't act like I'm being all Georgia Bull. No, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts today. I, if you want to type, or you want to trash talk, believe me, I'm all about that, and we can do other videos for that because I love that. But today, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. But my Georgia Bulldogs today was prepared. So he had a bad day. One really bad day. Think about that. One bad day. And so he went to halftime and he got demoted. Demoted at halftime. So let's stop there because I want to try to make this, because I had to do this. I really had to make this, but I had to bring it to my level because that level is so crazy and out there. So I had to bring it back to my level, and I think I know me personally, and I know people who can kind of relate if you really look at it in the sense of you're in a spot, you're in a position, you're in a job, you're in a role at a job, whatever, and you did nothing wrong. You actually did everything right. You worked your rear end off. You know, nothing. But you had a bad day. Right? A bad day. This guy had a bad day. Went to halftime, got benched. So imagine what it would feel like for you in a position, worked your butt off, did nothing wrong for the most part, had a bad day, but you really nothing wrong. And you go to lunch. You go on your lunch break. You go to Chick-fil-A. You go to whatever. And when you come back, you're informed that you've been demoted from your CEO job, your upper management job, or whatever, the high level job that you were at, that you earned, worked hard for, and really, other than that day, that moment, had done nothing wrong, but you were informed that you were demoted. Think about that. How many of us have had that moment where we didn't do anything wrong? We did everything right, but it didn't work out for us, right? That's hard. I know I've been through it, and maybe I'm the only one that's been through it. But if you have been through it, maybe you understand. Now, imagine you went through it, and everybody in the country, in the nation, watched that happen. Think about that, okay? This guy literally got demoted at his lunchtime on national television. I was watching the game. Of course I was watching the game. They were playing the Georgia Bulldogs. And you know what? When he got benched, even I was like, that is so messed up. And I didn't even care about that team because, quite honestly, at that point in the game, I'm like, wow, they bitched their quarterback. We're going to win. You know? It didn't happen. That's another discussion. But my point is, can you even imagine how that would feel, the worst day of your life, and the entire country was watching it happen, and you didn't really do anything wrong? You just kind of had not even a bad day, just not your best day. And that's what happened to him. And he got demoted. Let's fast forward, though. Let's fast forward. He comes back the next year. starts the season off as the number 2 still demoted quarterback. Right? And you all know the quarterback. I'm not going to even speak the name, not because I'm disrespecting the guy who, replaced him, because that guy was phenomenal, don't get me wrong. But I want to make sure we keep this on Jalen Hurts, because there's a lesson that he definitely taught me, which is why I'm even doing this video. But I just want to, I don't care if 3 people, 1 person, if 1 person watches this video and gets it, this whole thing is worth it. So, he comes back the next season, and he is, like, already knows he's the number 2, he's demoted still. Demoted. So I gotta stop here, and I gotta talk about our normal lives, because here's where the lesson, I think, here's where I got the lesson, and here's where I hope that if 1 person gets the lesson like I got this lesson, this whole thing is worth it. Long video, gonna be longer, because this is, I just think this is so crucial, and it's so important, especially today in our society, in our world. And I gotta give Jalen Hurts so much credit. This man came back to next year as the still demoted person in his position. And I want you to listen to this, and please listen. This man never complained. He never blamed anyone. He never went to the media, which we all know how things work, right? We watch TV, we're all into this. He didn't go to the media and bash his coach. He didn't make excuses. He didn't, nothing. And let me stop here. If it happened, I didn't hear about it, so that's why I'm making this video. If it happened, and you want to type and tell me, that's fine. But I never heard about it, and I really do watch college football, and I can't see how I could have missed it. And if I did, show it to me. But I didn't see it. I've never seen anything, any video, any quotes, any news where this man ever said a negative thing. Not one negative thing. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to be real. I think if you watch this video, you or someone you know can, if you're honest, you haven't even been through close to that much of, embarrassment, what you may have think was unfairness, whatever. And people whine, complain, blame, whatever. And here's this guy, he didn't, nothing. And not only did he not complain, not only did he not throw his team under the bus, not only did he not complain about his coach, not only did he not say it was this person's fault or that person's fault or that person's fault or anything. You know what he did? He kept working. He worked and worked. And the next season he came back, and guess what? He was on the bench, on the sideline for every game. But you know what he did? In his practice, he worked just as hard as he worked when he was a starter. He worked in the weight room. He worked. He worked. In the media, nobody said a word. The new starting quarterback was the talk of the town. And again, I'm not dishing a new quarterback. He was a good quarterback. He really did great. But the point is, Jalen Hurts kept working. He worked. And what happened? SEC championship. That's a pretty big game too. A very big game. And unfortunately, and this is where I gotta get a little mad. Unfortunately, it was again my Georgia Bulldogs. And we were pounding that other quarterback. And we were in the lead and winning and doing everything right. And this is not a good thing. I'm not about hurting people, but the other quarterback for Alabama got hurt. And guess who came in the game? Jalen Hurts. And here's why I'm going to be very honest with you, which is why I have to do this video, and I respect this guy so much. Because when he came in the game, as a Georgia fan, I was like, one, we got this. Game over. Game over, right? Right? No. It wasn't. I mean, it was game over, but no. Not what I was celebrating. Nope. Not at all. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yep. He came in the game and he brought Alabama back and they beat my Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah. Hey, take a moment of silence for that part. Because that did suck. But, back to the point. Jalen Hurts proved a point that day. Quit whining. Quit complaining. I'm going to cuss here. If you don't like me cussing, don't watch any more of my videos. Shit happens. Shit happens. This is called life. It's called life. You know? Stuff's unfair sometimes. But you know what? He didn't do what I'm going to be conservative and say 95%. I think it's more than that, but let's say 95% of the population of at least the United States. He didn't do what that majority would do, which is whine, complain, bitch, moan, blame, blah. He didn't. And then he came back, and you know what he did? He worked. And he stayed ready. What's that saying? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And he proved that to be the most true statement ever, because he went in that game behind, but because he stayed ready, he came in the game and he won the game. God, if you don't understand that message, I don't. Oh, all right. Next year, he transfers to another school, Oklahoma. Yeah. Ends the year off number 2. Second place in the Heisman Trophy voting. If you don't know what the Heisman Trophy is, it's the award given to the best college player of that year. And you know who he beat out? Yeah. The guy that replaced him when he got demoted. And I'm not dissing on the guy who replaced him. Look, that's not the point. I learned a lot from this guy. I'm 45 years old. That guy is 20 whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know how old Jalen Hurts is. I didn't look that part up. But he's young. Very young. And he taught me a valuable lesson. He did. And I have to say, honestly, that, you know, because we all go through stuff. And life is unfair sometimes. Yeah. And sometimes life might be fair and you don't think it's unfair. And our initial reaction to that is always, well, I won't say always, but I would say majority of people, the initial reaction is to blame, find why, and then like demolish that. This person is the reason, so I'm going to destroy that person. This person is the reason, so I'm going to spend my focus and my time destroying that person. That's the reason, so I'm going to spend my time and focus all on that person or that thing or whatever. You spend your time all on that. This guy proved that you spend your time, no matter what happens in your life, good, bad, fair, unfair, if you just spend your time, no matter what, staying ready. Stay ready. Whatever. Stay ready. That's what you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Because your time will come. If you stay ready. And actually, your time will come if you don't stay ready. But here's the difference. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's what this man, Jalen Hurts, I gotta say this to you. Maybe you'll see this video, maybe you won't. It's not the point. You showed the entire world what it's like to be an adult, a secure adult, a real adult, here and here. Both of these connected. Because I'll be honest with you, I've had things happen to me that was on the stage, not even a fraction. The decimal point would be so far, you know, I mean, this man had to go through this in front of the entire nation. And I got to recap this with, I just don't understand. I don't understand why this is not a storyline anywhere. I don't get that. I don't get that part, because this right here is probably the best teaching and talking. This video I'm making, dude, I have 3 boys, and this right here is what if I can get all 3 of them to be this strong here as Jalen Hurts is here, that's, dude, my time is well served here on this earth. You know, that's the point of this video. I can ramble. Real estate, I love it. Sports, I love it. I can ramble when I get on my tangent. So I don't want to do that, because I really want you to focus on what I hope you can see is the lesson in all of this. Because that man, Jalen Hurts, he showed me a lot. And I can see, I mean, if you can't see what he went through and how he handled it and how much better the way he handled it got him. I don't know what's going to happen in the future for him. I can guess it's probably going to be great, though. But, man, so many of us have talent so many of us have the tools. So many of us have the want. So many of us have a drive and a work ethic. But the problem is, so many of us can't handle the adversities. It knocks us off our course. And we allow it to knock us off our course because we get wrapped up in our own minds, our own self, selfishness is is the only word I can really think of. And I'm talking about me. I'm not on some soapbox where I'm you. I know. I've gone through this. I'm coming through it actually right now. And I just gotta say, that man the man, Jalen Hurts, he's a hero. He's a hero. This may be the only video or anything that talks about it, and that's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate, but that man's a hero, and a 20-something-year-old man. I wish I was that mentally sound at 20-something years old. So anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for listening in, and please subscribe to my videos. I'm a realtor. I like real estate. I'm passionate about real estate, but I'm passionate about everything that I'm passionate about. So there'll be more. All right, but thank you so much.